how to find the compound interest when the interest is compounded k times a year. So interest is compounded k times a year. In this, say we have r percentage as the rate of interest. So if there are k conversion periods, if it is compounded k times, then we will be having k conversion periods in an year. So rate would become r by k. That is, the rate per conversion period would be r by k%. And how many total conversion periods would be there? So there would be, let us say that we have loan period as n years. So this is a total loan period as n years, and there are k conversion periods every year. So the total number of conversions, or the total number of conversion period, would be equal to n times k, as there are n years and k conversions per year. So nk is the total number of conversion periods, and this is the rate per conversion would be r by k%. So we get the formula here for amount as p 1 plus r by 100 into k, as it was r by k, so k comes here, raised to the power n k. Total number of conversion periods is nk, and r by k is the rate per conversion period, p is our principal, a is our amount. So same for finding the compound interest. What we have to do is amount minus principal. So p again we can take common, which will give us 1 plus r by 100k raised to the power nk minus 1. So this is how we can find the compound interest when interest is compounded k times an year. So we had this formula for finding the compound interest when the interest is compounded k times a year. So let us say that the interest is compounded half yearly. Then it would be compounded 2 times a year. That is, k would be equal to 2 in this case. So let us find it if the n, that is the loan period, is 1 year. So if loan period is 1 year, then we will have the formula for half yearly. It would become 1 plus r by 100 into 2 half yearly, as there are 2 conversion periods, raised to the power 2 minus 1. And if there are n number of years, then we can multiply it by n. But for now, we are calculating it when the loan period is 1 year. This was for half yearly. So this is the compound interest for half yearly when the interest is compounded half yearly. Now, if the interest is compounded quarterly, then the compound interest would be equal to p 1 plus r upon 100. So quarterly there would be 4 conversion periods, so 100 multiplied by 4 raised to the power 4 minus 1. So this would be the case when it is compounded quarterly. And for monthly we know there are 12 conversion periods, so it will be equal to 1 plus r by 100 multiplied by 12 raised to the power 12 minus 1. So we just have to change the value of k and n accordingly, the rest will remain same. Now let us do a question on this. A sum of money is lent out at a compound interest rate of 20% per annum for 2 years. It would fetch 482 more if interest is compounded half yearly, and we have to find the sum. The sum is that the initial amount that has been lent out. So that would be called as the principal. So we have to find the principal, that means the sum that has been lent out, and we are given that the rate is 20% per annum, and it is lent out for 2 years. And another thing we are given is it would fetch 482 more if it is compounded half yearly. So let us see for when this is compounded annually with a 20% rate per annum. So the compound interest when compounded annually, it will give us CI is equals to P. P is what we have to find out, and 1 plus 20 by 100 raised to the power 2 years, so 2 minus P. And the other case, that is when compounded half yearly, what will we have? We will have compound interest is equals to principal 1 plus 20. So we'll get rate would be R by K, that is 20 by, there would be 2 conversions per year. So 20 by 100 into 2 conversions upon raised to the power. How many conversions we will be having an year per year? We will be having it 2 conversions per year. That is 2 is, we have K is equals to 2 and we have N is equals to 2 as well. So and we have NK is the power. So this will become 4 minus P. So when it is compounded half yearly, we will be having compound interest as P 1 plus 20 by 100 into 2 raised to the power 4 minus P. So we are given that the difference between this and this is 482. So let us mark this as equation 1 and this as equation 2. And the difference between them would be 482. So if we subtract 2 minus 1, then this P would get cancelled. Both are of the same sign, so when we subtract, one will get plus P, one will get, be minus P, so they get cancelled. What will we have? We will be having P into 1 plus, let us cancel 2 from here, we will get 10 by 100. 1 plus 10 by 100 raised to the power 4. This P has been cancelled and here we had this term. P 1 plus 20 by 100 raised to the power 2. And this is equals to 482. Now we have to solve this. So 0 gets cancelled. Here also 0 gets cancelled. This 1 by 10 is 0.1. So 1 plus 0.1 would be 1.1. So P 1.1 raised to the power 4 minus P 2 by 10 would be 0.2 plus 1. So 1.2 raised to the power 2 equal to 482. We can take P common from here. P 1.1 raised to the power 4 minus 1.2 raised to the power 2 is equals to 482. Now we can see that it becomes the formula a square minus b square. If we take a square as, if we take a as 1.1 square and b as 1.2, then it can be formed as the formula a square minus b square. So for that we know that a square minus b square is equals to a plus b into a minus b. So we are going to use that over here. In that case it will become p 1.1 square plus 1.2 multiplied by 1.1 का स्क्वायर माइनस 1.2. This is equals to 482. So on solving this, 1.1 square is equals to 1.21. So P would be equal to 1.21 plus 1.2 multiplied by 1.21 minus 1.2 equal to 482. Now 1.21 plus 1.2 would be equal to 2.41 multiplied by what we have here is 1.21 minus 1.2, which gives us 0.01 is equals to 482. Now this multiplied it. So to find P, we can send it on the other side. So P would be equal to 482 divided by 2.41 multiplied by 0.01. We can remove the decimal from here to get 100 into 100 over there, and we just have to solve this. Let us get 100 into 100. So this is nothing, here we have got 1. All we need to do is with this. So 241, 2s are 482. So we get 2 and there are 4 zeros. That gives us 20,000. So our principal was 20,000 here.